Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we have lesson 32. We're going to talk about how to use the simple past in the affirmative form. So are you ready? Let's start. The simple past tense is a verb used to talk about an action or series of actions that happened and finished in the past before now. Okay, so it is used to talk about an action or series of actions that happened and finished in the past. Okay, here we have the timeline that shows the simple past. We'll start with the verb to be. So let's see the conjugation of verb to be in the simple past. Verb to be in the simple past takes two forms, was and were. Was is used with I, he, she, and it. And were is used with we, you, and they. Okay? So let's put them in sentences. I was at the university yesterday. I was at the university yesterday. You were at home yesterday. You were at home yesterday. He was in the garden yesterday. He was in the garden yesterday. She was happy last Sunday. She was happy last Sunday. It was cold 2 days ago. It was cold 2 days ago. We were friends. We were friends. You were friends. You were friends. They were late yesterday. They were late yesterday. Okay, so here we have the conjugation of verb to be in the simple past. I was, you were, he was, she was, it was, we were, you were, and they were. Okay? So let's see the regular verbs in the simple past. The conjugation of the regular verbs in the simple past. First of all, here we have a definition of the regular verb. The regular verb in the simple past is the verb that follows the general rule of using ed at the end of the verb. Okay, so the general rule of the regular verbs in simple past, we just add ed at the end of the verb. Here we have 7 spelling rules for regular verbs in the simple past. There are 7 spelling rules. So let's see them. The first one, add ed to the main verb no matter what the subject is. Add ed to the main verb no matter what the subject is. For example, here we have verb to work becomes worked in the simple past. We just add ed. No matter what the subject is means it could be I, you, he, she, it, we, you, or they. Okay? We keep worked for all of them. The second rule, for regular verbs ending in silent E, just add D to the main verb no matter what the subject is. For regular verbs ending in silent E, which means we don't pronounce E, just add D. In this case, we just add D to the main verb. No matter what the subject is, it could be I, you, he, she, it, we, you, or they. So here we have an example. Verb to change. Okay, verb to change. We don't pronounce E, so it's a silent E. In this case, we add D. Change becomes changed. Changed. The third rule. For regular verbs ending in a consonant plus Y, we change Y to I and we add ED. Okay, for regular verbs ending in a consonant and Y, or a consonant plus Y, we just change Y to I and we add ED. For example, carry becomes carried. Okay, because we have Y at the end of the verb and it is preceded by R. Carry, R here, is a consonant. So a consonant plus Y becomes I plus ED. Carry becomes carried. Okay, no matter what the subject is. The fourth rule. For regular verbs ending in a vowel and Y, or a vowel plus Y, we add ED no matter what the subject is. Okay, here we have for regular verbs ending in a vowel plus Y, we add ED at the end of the verb, no matter what the subject is. For example, play, we have play, the verb is ends in Y and it is preceded by a vowel which is A. So here, play, we add ED. Okay, here we don't change Y to I because Y is preceded by a vowel. Play becomes played no matter what the subject is, which means it could be I, you, he, she, it, we, you, or they. We just keep played. The fifth spelling rule is for regular verbs with one syllable ends in consonant plus vowel plus consonant. With double the last consonant, then we add ED no matter what the subject is. For regular verbs with one syllable ending in consonant plus vowel plus consonant, we double the last consonant, then we add ED. For example, stop, verb to stop. Here we have just one syllable and we have here consonant plus vowel plus consonant, T plus O plus P. Okay, here we double the last consonant, stop, we double P and we add ED. Stop, stopped. Stop becomes stopped, no matter what the subject is. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, or they. We just keep stopped. The sixth rule. For regular verbs with more than one syllable and ends in consonant plus vowel plus consonant, double the last consonant only if this final syllable is stressed, then add ED no matter what the subject is. Okay, for regular verbs with more than one syllable and ends in consonant plus vowel plus consonant, we double the last consonant only if the final syllable is stressed, then we add ED. For example, verb to prefer. Prefer. We have two syllables. The first one, pre. The second syllable is fer. And here we have the stress is on the second syllable, fer. Prefer. Okay, there is stress here. And the last syllable is composed of consonant, which is F, vowel, which is E, and consonant, which is R. Fur, fur. So in this case, we double the last consonant and we add ed. For example, prefer becomes preferred, preferred. No matter what the subject is, it could be I, you, he, she, it, we, you, or they. Okay? The seventh spelling rule is for regular verbs ending in L, always double the L, then add ed no matter what the subject is. For regular verbs ending in L, always double the L, then add ed no matter what the subject is. For example, travel, verb to travel. Okay, the verb here ends in L, so it becomes traveled, traveled, travel, traveled. We double L and we add ed, no matter what the subject is. It could be I, you, he, she, it, we, you, or they. For the irregular verbs, the conjugation of the irregular verbs in the simple past. Here we have a definition. So what is the irregular verb? The irregular verb in the simple past is the verb that does not follow the general rule of using ed at the end of the verb. So the irregular verb is the opposite of regular verb. So here the irregular verb in the simple past is the verb that does not follow the general rule of using ed at the end of the verb. So let's see. Here we have a list of very common irregular verbs. Okay, they don't follow the rule. Here we have verbs in the infinitive form and their simple past. For example, verb to have. Verb to have becomes had in the simple past. Okay, so verb to have becomes had. So I had, you had, he had, she had, it had, we had, you had, and they had. Verb to see becomes saw. Verb to make becomes made. Verb to come becomes came. Verb to do becomes did. Verb to eat becomes ate. Verb to say becomes said. Verb to buy becomes bought. Verb to run becomes run. Verb to think becomes thought. Verb to go becomes went. Verb to drink becomes drank. Verb to sleep becomes slept. Verb to come becomes came. Okay, so here the verb come is repeated. So here is a list of very common irregular verbs. There are other verbs. I will add them afterwards. So let's practice. Verb to buy. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they bought a car. Okay, I bought a car, you bought a car, he, she, it bought a car, we bought a car, you bought a car, and they bought a car. You just need to learn these verbs by heart. Okay, Verb to eat. I ate an orange. You ate an orange. He, she, it ate an orange. We ate an orange. You ate an orange. They ate an orange. Verb to drink. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they drank a juice. Drank a juice. Verb to do. I did the homework. You did the homework. He, she, it did the homework. We, you, they did the homework. Verb to say. I said the truth. You said the truth. He, she, it said the truth. We, you, they said the truth. There is an exception. Verbs with no change in the simple past. We have here is a list of verbs with no change in the simple past. Okay, the verb stands as it is. For example, verbs in the infinitive and their simple past form. So for example, we have verb to put. Okay, it stands put, no change. Shut, shut. Hurt, hurt. Hit, hit. Fit, fit. Cut, cut. Read, read. Bit, bit. Cost, cost. Split, split. Spread, spread. Let, let. Burst, burst. So there is no change. Okay, you just need to learn them by heart. Okay, please keep practicing them to learn them by heart. Good luck and thank you for your attention, and see you in another video.